We all know one person who is old in age but young in behavior. They might be 30, 40, even 60 years old, yet when life doesn't go their way, they throw tantrums like a toddler. These are people I call the forever babies. Welcome to I'm Asking You, the channel where we help Nigerians and Africans build emotional intelligence, heal from toxic family and cultural patterns, and embrace healthier ways of living. So today we're diving into a painful but common reality. Adults who never grew up emotionally, people who may look like men and women on the outside, but inside they're stuck in childhood. And when these forever babies become parents, spouses, or in-laws, the damage can spread across generations. So let's start with, what is a forever baby? A forever baby isn't about age, it's about emotional maturity. These are people who struggle to take responsibilities, struggle to do introspection, struggle to be accountable, expect others to clean up their mess, want constant attention and praise, react with anger or tears when they don't get their way. In Nigerian homes, you see it clearly. The father who sulks when his wife disagrees, the mother who guilt trips her children instead of admitting she's wrong, or the in-law who expects to be served like royalty but never lifts a finger in return. So on the outside, they look grown, but inside, they are still babies crying for milk. Yes, you heard that right. So now, how does someone become a forever baby? This is interesting. Nobody wakes up at 45 and suddenly becomes emotionally immature. It starts from childhood. Some grow up overly pampered. Every cry was answered, every mistake excused. They never learned consequences. So adulthood feels like punishment to them. Others grew up deprived. They were forced into adult responsibilities too early, like raising siblings or carrying family burdens, even parents that married before they were ready for marriage. Because they missed their own childhood, they tried to reclaim it later in unhealthy ways. Acting out, demanding attention, refusing responsibility, refusing accountability. And then cultural reinforcement plays a role. Boys taught that real men shouldn't cook, clean, or apologize. And if we go back to when the men were boys, cleaning or being able to do house chores is actually a sign of discipline, because you are being taught how to look after and take care of yourself and well-being. Girls told that marriage will complete them, so they never build self-awareness or independence. They don't want to work. They just want to sit and wait for the man that would take care of all their problems and their emotions and everything in between. Now, when such people grow, they carry immaturity into adult roles, and that is where the problem lies. Now, here are some common signs and behaviors of a forever baby. Remember, there are exceptions to this. 1. Tantrums in adult form. They may not roll on the floor like a toddler would, but they slam doors, shout, give silent treatment, or withdraw love until you give in. 2. The blame game. Forever babies never take responsibility or accountability. It's always someone else's fault. The boss, the spouse, the children, the devil. 3. Endless dependence. They expect others to fund their lifestyle, manage their emotions, or even fight their battles. That is the real forever baby. Because in reality, and in present days, you should be aware and accountable to yourself and be able to fix, of course with the help of others, of course rooted in God, but you should be able to fix yourself by yourself, for yourself. The others can only support. 4. Entitlement. They believe the world owes them respect, money, time, simply because they exist. 5. Competition with their own children or spouse. This one is really painful. Some parents feel threatened when their child shines, so they criticize instead of support. Even some parents sabotage, and they call it goodwill, and they care and they know better, because what I see sitting down, you cannot see it if you climb the highest mountain. Well, now we have drones. Well, that's a joke. Regardless of that, some spouse competes with their partners instead of building together. Now, let's dive into the damage the forever babies cause. Living with a forever baby can feel like parenting instead of partnering. In marriage, the spouse feels drained, like they married a child instead of a partner. In parenting, the children grow up confused. They are forced to be the adults while their parents play victims, and then we repeat the cycle. In families, decisions are delayed, conflicts are constant, and growth is blocked because one person refuses to grow up. This creates toxic cycles. Children or forever babies often grow up either resentful, hyper-responsible, or worse, they repeat the same immaturity with the same excuse: my mother was that way, my father was that way, so why not? And also because sometimes they feel they are enjoying the benefits of remaining the baby, not seeing the part of where and how they keep hurting themselves. So, if you know any forever baby, here are some ways on how to deal with a forever baby. 1. Stop parenting them. Don't carry their responsibilities for them. It will become your burden. The more you shield them, the more they stay stuck. Set boundaries. Say clearly, this is your responsibility, not mine. Boundaries may anger them, but it is necessary. Don't join the tantrum. If they shout, don't shout back. If they sulk, don't beg. Stay calm and firm. Encourage accountability. When they blame others, redirect. Ask, what could you have done differently? And also be aware that sometimes simple conversations, simple actions, simple questions will get them on the edge because you are touching a spot they know they've overlooked. Last but not the least, know when to step back. Not every forever baby will change. Some prefer immaturity because it gives them control. In those cases, please protect your peace, protect your mindset, protect your relationship with God, protect your inner peace. If you see yourself in this, maybe as you listen, you realize you too have forever baby tendencies. That's okay. Awareness is the first step. Ask yourself, do I throw tantrums when I don't get my way? Do I blame others for my mistakes? Do I depend too much on others emotionally or financially? If yes, it's not too late. Growth starts with small changes, learning to self-regulate, practicing gratitude, and taking responsibility for yourself. The forever baby may look harmless, but left unchecked, they drain relationships, families, and even entire communities. Emotional intelligence is about growing beyond childish reactions, learning to take responsibility, and building healthy connections. If you're living with a forever baby, remember, you didn't cause their immaturity, and you certainly can't fix it alone. Protect your peace, set boundaries, and keep growing yourself. Because maturity isn't about age, it's about accountability. This is emotional intelligence. This is not weakness. This is unmasking you. Please subscribe and support us so we can make more videos.